Two beautiful souls who undoubtedly were better human beings and more deserving of life than you will ever be. They still saved your life. I hope every day for the rest of your miserable life you are haunted by their names, faces, and the legacy that you cut short. Although you don't care about any of that, you show no remorse for anything.
On that day, Nestor Hernandez ended or ruined countless lives. The two women killed had loving families and large networks of friends and co-workers. And without a doubt, his actions will have repercussions throughout Selena's life and that of his newborn son. And in the end, did he ruin his own life? It might be hard to find anyone who would care about that. Jackie Pagua had worked in the social services department at Methodist Medical Center and had received her master's degree in social work from the University of Texas at Arlington. A native of Ghana, she had moved to the United States more than 20 years earlier, but maintained a strong relationship with her family back home. The 45-year-old woman left behind a son. Annette Flowers was 63 years old at the time of the shooting and had worked for 40 years as an RN, specializing in working with mothers and their babies. A single mother of 4 herself, she also left behind 4 grandchildren, not to mention all of the lives she had helped to usher in through her long career.
Crazy. I feel very crazy. You're a scammer. I feel crazy.
The congressional race between Ilhan Omar and Don Samuels got some extra heat this week with accusations of fraud against a business partly owned by Representative Omar's husband. Fox 9's Corn Hogger joins us now in the newsroom after digging into what's behind this legal fight. All right, Corn, what is Omar's connection to these accusations?
Karen, it's nothing directly. Her husband is Tim Minette, and his consulting firm legally got about $3 million from her 2020 campaign. Now he's a business partner in a few business ventures that are involved in lawsuits claiming his companies have made money disappear. Don Samuels seized on reports of fraud against the husband of Representative Ilhan Omar, his opponent in the race for Congress. At a press conference Thursday, I asked him when a spouse's business ventures should become fair game for political attacks.
When the funds are from family source, especially when the family source of those funds come from the public.
A decade ago, the FBI investigated whether Samuels used his position on Minneapolis City Council to funnel money to his wife's nonprofits.
It was based on no facts. I was running for mayor, and evidently somebody wanted to take me out.
He says the FBI dropped it soon after he gave an interview. In the case of Tim Minette, whose LinkedIn page shows he was a partner in the E Street Group along with Will Haler, there's no publicly known criminal investigation, but there may be something behind the scenes.
We have connected with federal law enforcement on this. I believe that they're looking into it as we speak.
Ed Horsted is the CEO of a South Dakota cannabis company that gave Haler and Minette's company $3.5 million to kickstart investments, but ended up with about $1.8 million back and a court judgment, an IOU for the other $1.7 million. Omar's office tells me she has no involvement in any business ventures, and the situation reeks of political desperation. Orsted says he never dealt with Omar and didn't even have direct conversations with Minette, but he's not convinced they're unaware.
If you have a two-person business and one of them is a spouse of a member of Congress, it seems suspicious to say the least that they never knew about $3.5 million that came into the bank account. They never knew that 1.7 went missing.
The lawyers for Minette and Haler say they absolutely did not intend to defraud anyone in that cannabis business or in a winery deal that's also the subject of a civil lawsuit. Haler referred me to the settlement in the cannabis deal and said the winery business has had some successes, but it's still a struggle. Cornhawker, Fox 9.
Now, with that being said, brothers and sisters, Dr. Umar has access to no money right now because my personal account contains all of my money. I only send it to Apple Pay and PayPal as necessary. So the Prince of Pan-Africanism, for the first time in my life, is without any digital currency. So for my loyal supporters out there, if you can spare a few dollars so I can take care of Queen Mother Ifa Tunde and myself until my bank account is frozen or canceled so I can get my money back and open up a new account, please hit my Apple Pay or hit my PayPal. My personal PayPal account is Umar the Psychologist at yahoo.com. So that's paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist. PayPal. Now,
I'm broke. Feel like fish. You smell like fish. I need money. That's funny. Hacker. Smell like a fish tank.
I believe Medea and Pastor Bussy were fraudulently trying to get into my account. And if we find out that's the case, they will be sued and possibly arrested because fraudulent activity on a bank account is a federal offense. Fraudulent activity on a bank account is federal offense. Fraudulent activity on a bank account is a federal offense. Again, June 25th to July 10th is the period of suspicious activity. That is from the time Medea went public and I left for South Africa. Between the time Medea went public and I went for South Africa. So brothers and sisters, if you want to make a donation to FDUG, you must send it to PayPal. Hold off on the checks and money orders until the situation is resolved. Hold off on all FDUG Academy money order and check donations until the situation is resolved. If you want to make a donation to FDUG, send it to PayPal. Right? It's paypal.me/FDUG Academy. PayPal.me/FDUG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy if you want to make a donation to the school. Hold off on checks and money orders until we find out what the hell is going on. The bank is investigating the fraudulent attempts on our account. If I find out Medea and Pastor Bussy had anything to do with this, I was told that they can be arrested for federal offense. I was told they can be arrested for federal offense. I was told they can be arrested for federal offense. Now, with that being said, brothers and sisters, Dr. Umar has access to no money right now because my personal account contains all of my money. I only send it to Apple Pay and PayPal as necessary. So the Prince of Pan-Africanism, for the first time in my life, is without any digital currency. So for my loyal supporters out there, if you can spare a few dollars so I can take care of Queen Mother Ifa Tunde and myself until my bank account is frozen or canceled so I can get my money back and open up a new account, please hit my Apple Pay or hit my PayPal.
This is diabolical. Honest to God, this is. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate we have gotten to the point to where we are panhandling on the internet and asking people to hit the Apple Pay or whatever it is that he's saying hit up because he's saying that his accounts are frozen. Now, the first thing that people told me was that his accounts was frozen because he had fraud or he was doing fraud or something like that. And so that's always why I want to go over to the source and find out exactly what the hell is happening, because I am not one to be sitting here going back and forth trying to figure out how much money is in somebody's bank account. I don't care, to be honest with you. It does not matter to me. What is interesting to me is the grift. And when the grift translates into somebody saying that I don't have no money, I don't have no digital currency, but I've been working on this school for the last 15 years and it's no closer to opening since the day I said that the inception of this concept. That part is sad. It is. And I'm not on, kicking him while he's down, because I realize that this is a man that is, older and, he has never, I'm assuming, really put anything up for himself. He's never really invested. He can't have any conversation about how money is supposed to go. And so, the unfortunate part is that the literacy aspect of finances in our community is sad. Yet they say that they want to be in control of resources in order to open up a school. Well, no wonder the school hasn't opened up in 15 years, because it would seem as though the resources is used to be able to support you versus actually supporting the cause. And so, again, I am never one to kick anybody while they down, because three things that I don't wish anybody. I don't wish anybody death, I don't wish anybody prison, and I don't wish anybody to be broke, because I think that people should be able to feed their family, take care of their family and take care of themselves. But, to see this happen.
Send me money.
All of the visibility, all of the Breakfast Club, all of the interviews, all of this stuff, getting paid for interviews, and to see the financial situation of people that are down and out, no real estate, no property, no alternative means to be able to generate revenue outside of doing whatever is insane to me. It is. And to be honest with you, it's sad.
Personal PayPal account is Umar the Psychologist at yahoo.com. So that's paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist, paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist, paypal.me/UmarthePsychologist, paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist, or hit my Apple Pay using my cell number 215-989-9858. 215-989-9858. I've never asked the people for $1. I have never asked the people for $1 in my life. I have never asked the people for $1 in my life. We ask you to donate to the FDMG Academy for Boys. I don't have any sons. I have 2 daughters. So the FDMG campaign is a selfless project, mission, and service to provide our boys with the education that they deserve. But right now, I don't have any money because my account was frozen by my bank because someone has been trying to hack into my account, hack into FDMG Academy account. So the FDMG Academy account is frozen. My personal account is also frozen. That means we're going to lapse on our utility bills. We're going to lapse on our internet bill. We're going to lapse on a lot of our bills at FDMG. The bank is not giving me a timeline as to when the situation is going to be resolved. If I don't have
Internet bill? Y'all got internet at this location? Ain't no school, ain't no students, ain't a teacher, ain't a principal, ain't nothing?
Cash App, nor does FDMG have Cash App. I do not have a Cash App. I only have Apple Pay and PayPal. If you can spare a few dollars, send it to my Apple Pay, 215-989-9858, 215-989-9858, or my PayPal, paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist. Although Leo season is off to a rocky start, brothers and sisters, we will overcome. Shout out to all my donors, Newark, New Jersey, I'ma see you. Nat Turner, I'ma see you. Mobile, Alabama, I'ma see you. New Orleans, Louisiana, Hurricane Katrina, I'ma see you. Kenya, January, I'ma see you. FDMG is coming. We just got to lay down on floors, brothers and sisters. Lay down on floors, and we applying for a certificate of occupancy. I don't have any money in my pocket because my account is frozen. If you could send a few dollars to Dr. Umar for Apple Pay or Pay.
It gotta be pretty bad though, honestly, because, you know, to say that or to come to the people and say, hey, listen, if you can spare a couple dollars and send it to my Apple Pay or to my PayPal, then that will be helpful in order for me to make sure that I can take care of myself and I can feed myself. You know, some of these people, I'm gonna be honest with you, they just need to get into it. That's really what it comes down to. People need solid employment. They need to find a job. And I don't know if they need to just go and do whatever it is that they're doing for the content creation.